Hello everyone, my name is Mrs. Shatabdi Mukhopadhyay and I'll be presenting you a PPT on Indian Contract Act and its overview. It's just an introduction part. So let's move on to the next slide. The topics which we are going to deal with are offer, acceptance, promise, agreement, lawful enforcement and contract. To understand all these things, to understand the whole contract in detail, you need to understand the 5 things: offer, acceptance, promise, agreement, lawful enforcement. Give it a good stir and make a batter to understand contract. Okay, let's move on to the first step, that is offer. So what is that offer? Let's take an example. For example, a person makes an offer of renting a go down of 10,000 rupees every month. That excludes electricity charges. That's for 1 year. So the person who has made this offer with the certain terms and conditions, that person is called as offerer. So this is the person who has made the offer with various terms and conditions like rent of 10,000 for go down, excluding the electricity charges, and that's for 1 year. Every month the person has to pay him the rent. So this person is the offerer. These are the terms and conditions which he has used while offering that what material. This material is go down. So an offer is a statement. These are the statements: rent 10,000, electricity every month, 1 year, this go down. This is concluded in one statement, in a statement which has all the terms and conditions which the offerer is willing to be bound. Willing to be bound means this offerer can never say 10,000 rupees I'm not going to take, rather I'll be taking 11,000 rupees. No. He will never say that it has including electricity charges. No. He will not say that you need to vacate the go down less than 6 months. No. So he is bound by the statement or the terms and conditions which he has mentioned. That is the offer. Let's take another example. This is quite interesting. Suppose this is the person who had a missing cat. The cat was his pet and he had a missing cat. So he made an offer. I'm going to pay 5,000 rupees money, a cash price of 5,000 rupees money to the person who is going to bring my missing cat. These things are the terms and conditions. This is the offerer. This one is the offerer. He made the terms and conditions of 5,000 to be paid back to bring the missing cat. And missing cat is the material. So here also he had made a statement of the terms on which the offerer is willing to be bound. He will not say that I'll be paying the 2,500 money to the person who has brought the missing cat. He cannot say. He will not say, and he also cannot say. Next, this is the offer. Now, carrying forward this example, both of these examples, we'll know what is acceptance. This is the person who has made the offer. This is offer, and this is called as offerer, who has made an offer of go down with certain terms and conditions being laid down. And when it is being given to the public or to the person, if the person accepts the offer, there are a number of persons who said, no, I'll be paying only 9,000 or I'll be paying 11,000 which should have electricity charges. If those conditions are there, then this offerer will not give his offer or proposal. There the proposal comes to an end. But in the second case, if the person agrees to what he has offered, then there comes the acceptance. And the person who has agreed, that person is called acceptor. So offerer is the person who offers. Offeree are the persons to whom the offer is being made. Acceptor is the person among those offerees who has accepted the offer made by the offerer. Again in second example, missing cat public. This missing cat public offers with certain terms and conditions of 5,000 to be paid, and another person is also there who says, okay, I'll bring your cat back. So here the person is the acceptor. So offer made by one party, that means the offerer, which is being made to the offeree, and in turn this offeree accepts, then he becomes the acceptor. This whole nullification of the whole statement brings to an equation, and that equation is the promise, which in turn leads to an agreement. Acceptance results to promise leading to an agreement. Now what's contract? Carrying forward that last ended equation. Agreement. When agreement, this is the batter which has promise, offerer, offeree, offer, acceptance. This is the whole sort of batter which your mothers or which you guys prepare. Remember your daddy or your fathers or your mothers, they used to prepare the batter. This is the agreement, is the wholesome batter. Now with this batter you need to add the tarka. What is that tarka? Legal enforceability. So this agreement is not that much valid until and unless you make it legally enforceable. Legally enforceable matlab, it means whenever you have the legal enforceability, it means you can sue up the other person who is the defaulter to the court. For example, when you were kids, your classmates had a fight with each one. You used to go to a teacher. Teacher sometimes makes a judgment, or sometimes becomes ki who is actually guilty, because she or he himself or herself gets confused. But here, when you go under the logical jurisdiction of the court, no one gets confused or no one can make other one confused. So this is the legal enforceability. Agreement plus legal enforceability leads to the contract, which is a legally binding agreement between the offerer and the offeree. Okay, let's recall. Offerer makes the proposal to the offeree. When accepted, becomes the acceptor. This in terms becomes the promise, and promise when settled within the various conditions being agreed upon, then it becomes an agreement. Agreement with legal enforceability becomes a contract. Okay, let's prepare or let's cook the contract. Come on to the next slide. How to make a contract. Ingredients used: offer, offerer, acceptor, legal enforceability. Now I'm going to make a batter of offer, offerer and acceptor. I'm going to part this batter of agreement, offer, offerer, offer, offerer, acceptor, with promise, conditions agreed. All these things will make a batter of agreement. This agreement is to be poured into the contract vessel. Now light on the flame of the contract vessel from low to medium. Okay. Now we are going to add legal enforcement into this agreement batter and give it a very good stir. Now your meal is ready. Contract vessel meal is ready. Serve it hot and enjoy. Let's have a look on the preparation. Step 1. Mix and make the batter of offerer plus offeree, which leads to offer accepted as agreement. Step 2. Turn on the flame and put the vessel over it and pour the wet batter of agreement. Step 3. Add the legal enforcement with added butter. Now your contract is ready. Serve it hot and enjoy. Okay, I think its contract is clear. How the contract comes into the procedure. Now, every movie has some kind of dreadful scenes, but still don't make it dreadful. We'll go on to the next slide of lawful definitions. Offer. When, that's why I said it's dreadful. When one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything, you are unable to understand. Let's make the point clear. When one person signifies to another his willingness, it means when one person here is the offerer. Offerer signifies his willingness, or says he is willing to do, or gives this importance of his willingness, importance of that he is going to do all these things. When the one person signifies his willingness to do or to abstain from doing. Abstain means not to do. Rokna, prevention. When one person signifies, one person when it gives his importance to the importance of the act to other person, in which he is willing to do these things, he is unwilling to do these things. Like in example 1, we recall example 1. We said that this offerer is willing to pay, is willing to provide the rent for 10,000. That means he is not willing to pay the rent for 11,000 or 9,000. Okay, so this is abstain from doing or taking 11,000 or 9,000. He will take only 10,000. So this is when offerer, or when one person signifies his willingness, his shahida, or his importance of his content, in which he is going to do these things or he is not going to do these things, with a view to obtain the assent. Assent means हामी. हामी in the sense हामी bharna. हामी bharna matlab okay, yes. In order to get the yes or presence, or in order to get the yes from the positive character from the other side of that other to such act or absistence. Such act, it means positive, absistence matlab negative, willing to do, unwilling to do. That should be done from the other end, not only from the offerer side, it should be done from the offeree side. These things should be considered while making the offer. That this whole thing is called as the proposal. It means whenever the offerer will make any kind of proposal, he should have all the terms and condition in which he will be willing to do these things and unwilling to do these things. And the acceptor, whoever accepts this, after accepting, that person will be willing to do these things and will abstain from doing these things. So this is the offer. All these things are being considered as an offer whenever the person makes the offer. This is called as proposal. Acceptance. Now all these things I have read through all the offers and I said ki okay, I am going to agree with your go down rent. Then that is my acceptance. I accepted the proposal which was being made. This is according to section 2B. Promise. After when the proposal is made, it becomes the promise. Promiser and promisee, you understood. Offerer is the promiser and offeree, when accepts the promise, that is the promisee. Agreement. Agreement, every promises or every set of promises forming the consideration. Consideration in the sense the terms and conditions for each other from both the parties. Now, agreement, which includes the legal enforceability, is the contract. That's why it is being said an agreement enforceable by law is called as contract. I think everything is quite clear. I think you guys are not going to have any problem with the dreadful definitions of law. So I'm going to end my slide here with a big thank you. If you have liked my video or the slide, then kindly do like and subscribe to my channel. Hope we'll bring some more exciting and student friendly videos. Thank you.